Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video you will be notified. Happy Wednesday, you guys. It is actually Wednesday morning. I think I'm gonna go back to my schedule of recording the videos at night and then just having them ready to go in the morning. I like that better. But anyways, it's before my shift, so let's jump into the news. Are you guys staying cool? I know that I'm having a hard time. I did actually order a portable air conditioning unit, so I'm very excited. It's supposed to be here tomorrow and I can't wait. It is currently 9:20 in the morning and I think we're already close to 90 degrees, so it's already hot. Okay, I just finished my skincare, so that's why my skin is glistening right now, but I can also feel the sweat starting to develop like right up under my glasses. But anyways, jumping into the news. Okay, so one article reported that there is yet another curveball having to do with the C19 Mutation Nightmare. Okay, when the pharmaceutical industry scrambled to develop the first vaccine back in 2020, it made sense that developers focused on part of the virus that allows it to grab onto and affect our cells. Okay, the spike proteins. The best vaccines contain a piece of the spike or genetic data about the spike, either which can spur an immune response. Not to be outdone, the virus has been mutating with many of the changes occurring on that same spike. But other parts of the virus are changing too. Now, for the first time, a team of scientists have scrutinized these changes and voiced a warning. Okay, with each major variant that has been identified, we are seeing mutations outside of the spike that we are trying to figure out. This is coming from a Matthew Freeman, a University of Maryland School of Medicine immunologist and microbiologist and lead author of the new study, told the Daily Beast. Okay, it's possible the virus is accumulating non-spike mutations in attempt to gain some advantage over our collective immunity as the pandemic grinds towards its fourth year. These new mutations might not make the virus more infectious the way the spike mutations do, but they could be associated with longer infection. So it may not make it worse, but it may make it last longer. It's pretty much how I understood that. If this trend continues, and there's no reason to believe it won't, we might eventually need new antiviral drugs and new vaccine formulations that aren't so specifically focused on the spike. Vaccine developers weren't wrong to focus their initial efforts on the spike protein. Freeman and his co-authors explain this in their peer-reviewed study. But in other words, it's the part of the virus most likely to produce a strong immune response. Moreover, the major variants and subvariants of SARS CoV-2, Delta, then the various forms of Omicron, including BA4 and BA5, have piled up mutations on the spike. As the spike evolves, the virus gets better and better at grabbing onto our cells, despite the presence of antibodies. That's one reason why the vaccine have been getting somewhat less effective, and we're seeing more and more breakthrough cases in vaccinated people. And it should come as no surprise that one of the leading contenders for the next dominant subvariant, a spinoff of the Omicron called BA46, features a particularly worrying mutation on the spike called R346T. So, long story short, I'm not going to continue to read into this. Long story short, they are struggling to the vaccine that they worked so hard for is becoming less effective. The virus is persistent and mutating and changing itself in order to gain an advantage in our bodies. Okay, but then again, this right here is why I say the pandemic is not behind us. I hope that they take all of this into consideration. People are still getting sick. We've also got the monkeypox going on, and I think I saw something else in the news as it pertains to health. I'm gonna see if I can look that information up and give it to you guys, but there's a lot going on as it pertains to health in the United States of America. So I definitely don't think that we are well on our way to recovery. Maybe some things have gotten different. Maybe some things are a little bit better. And the fact that in the beginning, when there was no virus, there were a lot of people that were losing their lives, unfortunately. And I do understand that aspect of it, but it still doesn't mean that we're out of the woods. Okay, so moving on from that, in California, I'm just going to speak right off the top of my head. There was a warning yesterday. They're talking about rolling outages again. I think that's what they call it, rolling blackouts or something like that. I know that the lights flickered where I'm at yesterday, and then I received this alert on my phone saying, I think it was like around 4:35, basically telling me to cut back on any non-essential appliances or electricity up until 8 o'clock. So there are fans that I have running downstairs in my house. Since nobody is down there, I went on ahead and turned all of those fans off, made sure that there was nothing running. All the lights were off up here, of course, like it is now, but the fans has got to keep going. So hopefully we don't have a blackout. I'm hoping and praying. Y'all let me know if you're in California. Have you experienced anything like this? Did you get the alert yesterday? We're supposed to cool down by this weekend as it pertains to the weather, but then I saw yesterday when I was checking the news that it went back up to being 100 degrees. So it's supposed to be triple digits all the way up until the Friday. So a couple more days, and then surprisingly on Saturday we're supposed to get 86 degrees and it's supposed to rain. So I'm definitely excited about that. Y'all know how I feel about the winter. I just can't wait to have that cool breeze. Hopefully it's cool because it's rained and been hot at the same time. So hopefully it's raining and we actually have some cool air to help cool down my house. Moving on from that. Give me 1 second here. There was something else that I wanted to communicate with you guys about. New Los Angeles program gives $12,000 a year in cash payments to some residents. The city of Los Angeles has developed one of the biggest guaranteed income programs in the nation, providing $1,000 a month for a full year for 3,200 people. The government program, named Basic Income Guarantee, Los Angeles Economic Assistance Pilot for the Big LEAP by city officials, gives unconditional cash assistance to participants in this program. The program's mission is to give ongoing and immediate financial support to Los Angeles residents who have been affected by the impacts of poverty and the pandemic. The money is meant to be a supplement to welfare programs. The Big LEAP program does not impose restrictions on how recipients can spend the money. Individuals who are selected to receive the money can spend it however they see fit. This includes, but is not limited to, food for their families, rent payments, transportation, utilities, and medical bills. Los Angeles County has a similar guaranteed income program, which county officials have named Breathe, a reference to the program's goal to help alleviate the financial stress many Los Angeles residents currently experience. The program gives $1,000 per month of guaranteed income for 36 months to eligible recipients. Among the requirements to participate, recipients must show an annual household income under $96,000 for the year for a family of 4, or $56,000 for an individual. While the Breathe program could only accept 1,000 recipients, over 180,000 county residents have applied. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. The other one that I talked about was 3,200 recipients. This one is 1,000 recipients. I'm going to stop criticizing these programs because at the end of the day, it's still something. Okay, I feel relieved somewhat that those 3,200 that are going to benefit from one program, and then there's another 1,000 that's going to benefit from the other program. I have to keep saying, I just really wish that they would incorporate a way to include more people. Because there's just so many people struggling, and not just in the state of California. I know that there's people that are struggling in every other state that is out there. I know, you know what I mean? I just wish that they would try to figure out a way to accommodate more people. That's the only criticism that I have. Other than that, I really do appreciate the efforts that's being made to try to help out with all of the struggles that people are dealing with due to the pandemic, and maybe not even because of the pandemic, but it's just hard. It's hard. Well, no, I'm going to say majority of it is due to the pandemic. I mean, I'm a single mom. I think I lucked up on finding a job working from home. But even with that, I may even be obligated to go into the office maybe once every couple of months, if just for in-office training. And I'm not exactly excited about that, because then I have to try to figure out who's going to take care of my children, being that I'm a single mom. So that's definitely something that I'm not looking forward to. But I'm glad to have the opportunity nonetheless. So let me move on from that, you guys. Let's see. getting back to what I was talking about yesterday as it pertains to the blackout, and I'm just spreading this to as many people in California as I possibly can, because it is something that affects us all. I remember we had a blackout, I want to say a couple of years ago. It happened at night. It was like, I don't remember what time it started, but I remember that it was nighttime and it was still going on. And literally every member in this complex went outside because with there being no electricity, nobody could run their air conditioner. So you guys know I complain about it being hot in here. That's how hot it gets in these apartments. Right now, I'm feeling like I'm sitting in 99-degree weather in my bedroom, okay? Maybe because of the way this bedroom is placed, it's like right against the sun. So it's extremely hot in here already. If I didn't have the fan blowing on me from behind right now, I would be dying, okay? But yeah, let me just give you guys this is the information if you didn't get it already. With electricity use spiking amid the searing heat, the governor's office of emergency management services issued a rare alert Tuesday evening, calling for Californians to immediately reduce their energy use to avoid blackouts. Emergency alert CAOES: conserve energy to protect public health and safety, turn off non-essential power now. The alert, which was sent to millions of people mobile phones just before 6 p.m. okay. The warning, known as an Energy Emergency Alert EEA 3, indicates rotating blackouts where possible to protect the energy grid. So even though we are doing, hopefully everybody's doing their part to help conserve on energy, like I said, the notification that I got said turn off any non-essential. So obviously you can't turn off your refrigerator, things of that nature, because you don't want your food to spoil, especially for the amount of time that they were requesting it to be off for about 4 hours. But if there was anything else, like in my case, I had fans going at the, on the lower level of my house. I said, well, nobody's down there, I have the windows open, let me turn these fans off. And then I just kept the fans on upstairs. Okay, so up here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 fans going, and then I have my TV on. My daughter wasn't here yesterday, so because she was at school, so her TV wasn't on, so it was just my TV, my device, my computer that I use for work that was plugged up, and then the fans that were using electricity. So I'm merely giving you guys, reading this out to you guys again, just to say, do your part whenever possible. If you're working from home, or even if you are just home, just do your part, because rolling blackouts will affect everybody sooner or later, okay? Moving on from that, we are going to end off, of course, with emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of September. I'm not going to give you guys the payout dates because I did give you that information in yesterday's video. So I am just going to give you the states that have currently been approved as of today, which is Wednesday, September the 7th. Okay, so as of today, September the 7th, we have Alabama, California, Colorado, Delaware, DC, Guam, which is new, Hawaii, Illinois, Kansas, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, Utah, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Alright, you guys, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you guys in the least little bit. Do me a favor if you haven't already. Don't forget to smash that like button, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. I know usually I'm coordinating with my headband and my clothes, but this little head wrap that I have on here is made out of like a terry cloth, almost like a towel. So I have this on my head today to basically help with the sweat, because it's been so hot. I do tend to sweat, and I didn't want my headbands to get messed up with sweat and then all of that jazz. So that's why I got this on. But in the spirit of the headband, let's drop some, I don't know, I want to say like brown, if you can find brown hearts. If you can't find brown hearts, drop some flowers down below in the comment section. Let me know you made it all the way to the end. As always, I'm going to encourage you guys not to forget to check out the description box, as I will have some links for some of my favorite makeup brands, as well as links to other products and services that I think you guys should try out. One of them being Amazon Prime, which you can get 30 days free on me. And as always, I'm going to say, remember to live, love, elevate. I hope you guys are doing your best to stay cool. I am really starting to sweat. I don't know if you guys can see, but I am sweating already, okay? Do your best to stay cool, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, y'all. Bye. I gotta go. It's hot. Bye.